Downing Street has hit back at warnings from US presidential candidate Joe Biden that Boris Johnson's Brexit plan threatens the Northern Ireland peace process. And former Tory leader Iain Duncan Smith waded into the row, telling Biden not to lecture Britain over Northern Ireland. The ex-welfare chief said, "We don't need lectures on the Northern Ireland peace deal from Mr. Biden. If I were him, I would worry more about the need for a peace deal in the USA to stop the killing and rioting before lecturing other sovereign nations." Close quote. The former vice president insisted the Good Friday peace deal in Northern Ireland cannot become a casualty of Brexit, and said a future trade deal between the US and UK could only happen if the peace agreement was respected. Mr. It came as US presidential election frontrunner Joe Biden insisted the Good Friday peace deal in Northern Ireland cannot become a casualty of Brexit. The Democratic Party nominee for the White House said a future trade deal between the US and UK could only happen if the peace agreement was respected. Mr. Biden tweeted, "We can't allow the Good Friday Agreement that brought peace to Northern Ireland to become a casualty of Brexit. Any trade deal between the US and UK must be contingent upon respect for the agreement and preventing the return of a hard border. Period." Boris Johnson's deputy spokesman said the government was working with US politicians to make sure people understood its position. US election 2020. "We continue to remain absolutely committed to no hard border and no border infrastructure between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland," he said. "And we will continue to engage with our US partners on a bipartisan basis to ensure that our positions are understood." Asked if Mr. Biden was wrong, the spokesman said, "We will continue to work with our US partners to ensure our position is understood, but the whole point of this, as the PM has set out, is to make sure the Belfast/Good Friday Agreement is upheld." Last night Mr. Johnson struck a deal with backbench Tories to see off a revolt on the internal market bill. The bill would give UK ministers power to override parts of last year's Brexit deal to decide which goods carry tariffs when moved from London to Belfast. That is a clear breach of the Withdrawal Agreement, which said the EU and UK should decide jointly. Brexit News and Brexit explained under the compromise, the PM will still be able to break international law, but he'll have to get formal approval from Parliament first. Ministers would have to table an amendment requiring the Commons to vote before the contentious powers could be used. Another amendment limiting the scope of judicial review will also be tabled.